Hello, welcome to another Gundam Battle Operation 2 video. That is the Zssa, and I'll be having I was going to say interesting match, but honestly, I kind of had fun playing this. And if you guys don't know, the Zssa here, this is actually one of my favorite supports in the game, if not my favorite support to play, and honestly, favorite suit. And I'll be using this at Underground Base, which is already kind of iffy for a lot of supports. The Zssa does favor have at least a bit of a chance on this map because of the way it plays, but not only is it underground base, it's also going to be 700 cost, which, keep in mind, I'm using the 650 suit that was natively a 500 suit. This isn't my first time playing the Zssa at 700. In fact, I have another, I want to say recent, it's been a few months ago, match with the Zssa on Arctic base, and I did well. So I wanted to challenge myself a little bit further here and play at underground base. And again, as I said, underground base, it's very, very close range oriented. They're guaranteed to be at least a raid, if not a ton more, because of the way it plays. And it's not very fun for a lot of supports. Some support players would even call it hell, right? So... But not only that, I have to worry about 700 suits. 700 suits are notorious for just being really crazy, especially the raids. Well, I say especially the raids. I mean, there's some really crazy generals out there too. I have to be, aware about. They're not going to one combo me, but they're still going to hurt if they try to touch me. Now, the 650 Zssa does have a lot of good part slots where I believe I'm running the new build. I can't remember the name, or new part. I can't remember the name of the part. What it does, it gives me plus 15% repair whenever I'm repairing my suit, and it does give me more range strength and health depending on the level of enhancements I have. And I have full enhancements, all full 6 on the Zssa here, so I'll be getting the full benefits. And I do have other stuff like level 4 loading parts, so I'll be able to reload faster, or at least it has a less time on it. And I believe even some melee resistance to help against the generals. It's not going to do jack shit against the raids, it's just not. But at least, there is a healthy amount of generals here that if they do melee me, well, I'm going to be just fine. And as you can see, we're already in a very not favorable position where the enemy team is rushing our base. But we will try our best to defend, try to defend everybody here. Or at least our team will be trying to defend, just not getting overrun immediately in the beginning of the match. And this is where the Zssa can truly shine, where if you guys aren't aware, and why I do like the suit a lot, you have this thing called the AoE missiles, as I like to call them. Now, the AoE missiles, you'll probably see me use these quite a lot, and for very good reason. If you see those little continuous explosions on the ground whenever I shoot those 2 missiles, yeah, those have a really high amount of stun accumulation. If you guys aren't aware what stun accumulation is, basically, instead of a instant stun, where if you shoot somebody they get stunned, stun accumulation is where if you hit somebody with a certain amount of shots, it will build up and they will get stunned. Now, the AoE missiles have a high amount of stun accumulation, and so high, in fact, if you don't have damage control, it almost feels like a instant stun. Combine that with, at this high of a cost, there will be damage control, so I can just throw in another shot from either my beam rifle or some other weapon I have, and I can guarantee almost to get a stun. Now, I guarantee almost, right? Well, I say that because there is a EZZ on the enemy team. That's probably my biggest concern here, because he has a lot of damage control, especially when he's at low health. He's going to be my only worry this match. Now, the Zssa, the Jesta Team A Zssa, that is probably going to be my second thing to worry about. I mean, it's funny because those are only 2 raids on the enemy team, I believe, but it's also because he has stealth, and he can appear behind me at any moment to wipe away my health. And that's why I said earlier that my melee resistance isn't going to matter when it comes, to those 2 suits. But it seems like the Zssa is not trying to play stealthy. He's just trying to kill me. Which, I mean, hey, props on him. He knows he can kill me, but he is going to have to respect my AOE missiles, which he does at some point, because I think he starts realizing that I'm not going to roll over and die pretty fast, I kind of want to try and defend myself, and that's what makes the Zssa a really great support. One of the best supports in the game, in my opinion. Now, is it the best? No. Is it one of the best? Yes. The AoE missiles, again, really good. Honestly, the Zssa has a lot of versatility where you have those ballistic missiles. Well, actually, honestly, you have mostly ballistic weapons that will do a high amount of damage. As you can see there, doing over 300 damage to a raid, which is really great. And of course, ballistic defense isn't as common at high cost compared to beam defense, and even then my beam weapons are doing almost 3,000 damage per shot on somebody for a combo, right? Not only that, I also have the fire missiles. Whenever I hit somebody, they do low damage, but they do have damage over time, which it works pretty well for comboing with other stuff I have, or if there's a teammate nearby. And I believe finally you have the Mega Particle Chest Cannon. Well, actually, no, it's the Crotch Cannon, my bad. Every other suit has a chest cannon. This one has it on its fucking crotch. And that's probably going to be my second best stun accumulation, where it's not going to be the most accurate, but if it does catch somebody, it will stun them. Also, by the way, here's how I can show the versatility of the suit here, where my teammate is getting countered by the Zssa. I can just shoot him with my AoE missiles, and he has a chance to, after he gets the counter off on my teammate, he's going to get stunned. If my Sinanju wasn't there, he would have been stunned. That's just how crazy the Zssa can do for setups. And you'll see, a little quick combo here against the Unicorn, where the Unicorn will get up. I will use a close range AoE missile straight into the downswing. The downswing is pretty, actually kind of meaty on the Zssa here. You don't see me use it too much because the Zssa doesn't have any balancers, and because, I have to be really careful where at a cost where double dodge rolls might be a thing on everybody. But yeah, back to what I was saying, the chest particle cannon will get you a stun, but again, I have to worry about damage control at this cost. Again, like the EZZ, I believe you'll see here in a second, I'm pretty sure I'll hit all my shots with the Mega Particle Cannon on the EZZ, the enemy EZZ, while I was trying to fight our EZZ. And he doesn't get stunned, which is really terrifying, to have happen to you. But I actually do throw in a beam rifle shot, which, again, can add just enough stun accumulation. Now, the enemy team surprisingly didn't go for a bomb plant. I think they're trying to bait out some pilot stuff, or our pilots, which they did do for one person, I believe, if I remember correctly. But they will, they're not going to plant a bomb, so good for us. We're in the lead, pretty much. Alright, there's the enemy EZZ. Our teammates are going to handle him, so I'm just going to throw in a few more shots and then help over where our teammate is getting double teamed. I believe he finished off somebody. Nope, there's the XS. The XS will be running away. I cannot shoot him down in time. The Medea, I believe it's the name of the ship that our bases are, that was blocking the way, unfortunately. And here you'll see the Zssa respecting the cannon here. He does not want to walk in the middle of that. He knows he'll get stunned and killed. So he tried to preserve his life a little bit longer. Not going to work. And yeah, I believe at this point now we're just going to be running on cleanup. Now, of course, if we have to be a little bit more careful just in case the enemy team gets a wipe on us, because it is 700 cost, you never know what's going to happen if our team spawns in inappropriately, right? Alright, there's the Unicorn. We're teaming up with our own Unicorn. The enemy Unicorn will be running away. He'll be diving into the water, which I believe my AoE missiles don't work there, I want to say. I can't remember exactly because it's been a while since I did the good old Zssa in some kind of map with underwater. That wasn't City Ruins. There's Zssa. I try to get him into the AoE missiles. That failed, but he just got downswung. Here comes our Sinanju, and yeah, that is a 3-man gangbang on the Zssa, and he is fucking dead. And honestly, if we had more time, that Unicorn might have been dead too. And yeah, good work all around, and mission completed. Let's see how we did with the 650 Zssa native 500 at 700 underground base. I am definitely going to be praising our raid and our our Sinanju. He helped us out a lot. And hey, 4th place, 5-2, and honestly, pretty high. It's 2nd place in individual score, 4,500. Wasn't really expecting that with how many times I got downswung, not only by the enemy team but by our own team. So it kind of prevented me from doing a lot more stuff than usual. Which again, not the fault of my team. It's just that they have a lot of melee range, and I wasn't really being too careful about that, right? Now I was being careful about the enemy team, but just in case I take any more damage than I need to, right? But our team, I don't take team damage, so it's like whatever. I'm just gonna go up, and then I get downswung. It's like, wait a minute, why did I get downswung? So that's just my fault, but I still did get some nice damage, 83,000. It's not the best. It is. I got 5th place, so that's right in the middle, and not too high in assist or pursuit assist, unfortunately. But I did help out my teammates at some parts where I believe with the Sinanju, he was getting comboed by the EZZ at one point earlier in the match, and I actually managed to stop the EZZ, and he was it's good too because the EZZ had doesn't have a dodge roll, I believe, when he's at the health he was at. So when he got stunned, Sinanju just went to town on him, I believe. I'm saying I believe a lot. I apologize. But yeah, that was a pretty fun match I had at 700 of all things with a support underground base. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want, I'd really appreciate it. And type up in the comment section how you feel about the Zssa or how you feel about underground base. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Now this is my first time, as I mentioned before, making a Zssa video. It's not my first time playing 650 Zssa on 700. It is a excellent support. Honestly, again, I can definitely see a level 5 of this suit being made. It's just a really solid support. They can probably maybe buff the 650 just a little bit, not too much, in regards to some things like maybe the fire missile damage and whatnot. But honestly, the Zssa still just does fine for me. It's still quite a amazing support. Very versatile, very good at getting stuns. It's just it's a very good suit where I can feel comfortable picking this at 700. That's how good I think the suit is. Now, the only issue, though, if you're a newer player, if you're a PC player for sure, is that the suit is a bit harder to learn because of its nature, right? It's not like a suit that has 3 instant stuns that you'll be juggling people with. Now, to be honest, though, if you know how to play the suit, you probably could juggle somebody one stun after another. Not a stun lock, but, if they boost towards you some more. If you know how to use your AoE with this suit, it can definitely fuck with a lot of people. It can make some raids that are very overconfident. It makes them kind of respect the AoE, or they'll have to drastically kill you as fast as they can, pretty much. Where there's been plenty of moments where there will be a raid who's playing a bit dumb, where they'll just be charging straight towards you, or even in general, they'll be charging straight towards you. It's like, okay, that's funny. Take the AoE, and then I'm going to combo you and probably take half your health. Now, of course, if they're a smarter player, they can try to avoid that, and that'll make playing the Zssa harder. But again, I think the Zssa is a very capable support, and I do recommend, if you guys don't have this suit, I'm pretty sure it's in the DP store now, and it's pretty cheap, I hear, from the PC. I think, like, what, 9,000 DP or something like that? All the other suits are cheap in the DP store on PC, so I highly recommend you get this suit. There's a lot of bang for your buck here, as long as you don't mind not having a true instant stun, right? And yeah, in regards to underground base and supports, have you guys ever had a match where you had you picked a support and you actually did really well? It's not impossible to do really well with a support underground base. It's just it can be a bit hard depending on your team or what the enemy team is doing, especially at higher costs. It's not impossible, but there's been some moments where it's like, oh damn man, I really wish I didn't pick a support, right? And there's been some moments where it's like, oh fuck, man, I did so good, Has there been any moments like that for you guys? Have you guys really enjoyed playing at underground base? And if so, let me know. And yeah, that'll be it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.